When running a limited company, there are certain requirements you need to meet each year in order to comply with the rules as set out by HMRC and Companies House. In short, there are two main things you must do each year: submit an annual return and file annual accounts. These are often confused as one of the same thing, yet they are very different documents indeed. The annual accounts are usually compiled by your accountant or bookkeeper and will document all of the income and expenditure of your business. It's vitally important that this document is correct, as it will be used to calculate the amount of tax your company is required to pay. Therefore, you would usually be advised against producing this yourself, unless you are experienced in preparing annual accounts and are up to date on all of the latest requirements. The annual return, on the other hand, is something much more straightforward and is something you should be able to submit yourself. The annual return is basically a snapshot of your company structure that you need to submit to Companies House to ensure that the records they hold about your company are correct and current. As the name suggests, you'll need to file an annual return each year, no later than 1 year and 28 days after the date at which your company was incorporated, which can be found on your incorporation certificate. Subsequent returns must be submitted no later than 1 year and 28 days following your previous annual return submission. The annual return is very similar in content to the original company application you submitted, in that it must detail things like the registered office address, details of the directors and shareholders, and a breakdown of the number of shares that have been issued. It must also give the address where your company books are kept and can be inspected if this is not the same as the registered office. This allows Companies House to keep their records up to date, and each return must have a made-up date to signify when the records were last updated. Preparing and submitting annual returns is a simple process, as, like set up a company, most company formation agents will allow you to do this from their website with just a few clicks. However, you can also submit the return directly via the Companies House web filing system. If changes have been made to the directors or shareholding structure, then it can become a more complex job, as you may need to provide documentation to support the changes. However, in most cases, the annual return will not take more than a few minutes to complete. All annual returns incur a small admin charge to keep your company listed on the company register. Providing that you submit annual returns and annual accounts on time, you'll be free to concentrate on growing your business without incurring any fines or other problems relating to your obligations to Companies House.